Scarlet Knights, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Scarlet Knights will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the USC Trojans offense will come out first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Got his man. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He'll do it himself. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Complete. Turns it on in midfield. Turning on the Jets. He's it. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown USC. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Scarlet Knights offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going, make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can...
Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Zings it complete to the right.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And the Scarlet Knights have their offense in high gear. Might as well give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll run play action. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Got room to work. Made a defender miss. What a run. Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out. Leaves it with the back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gonna run it. It's Brady. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They're setting up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to set up the screen. Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Firing to the right, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Under fire. Got his man downfield. And he murders into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. South Carolina has the lead right now, but this Williams-Brice crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Georgia. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A strike downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Handoff from the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Finds space on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. give to the single back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Wants to fire on second down. Got his man quickly. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Oh, will they dial up on second and a long way to go. The give to the tailback. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Complete in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
Yeah, they typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies, that highlight the famous celebrity quarterbacks. That's just what USC does.
Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The give to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Touchdown, Trojans! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Into the secondary on the right. Touchdown, Rutgers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the run. Fights off a defender. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Hands it off. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The give on the option. At the 35, he's open. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Trojans with the 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Brings up 2nd down.
Running into the open space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Safe completion on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. Powers forward. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And they'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
And there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
17.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. This time he's got his man. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got a man in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off play action. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Schultz. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He'll take it himself. Finds a little space. Can't get him to the ground. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. From the gun to give, looking for room. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He'll keep it himself. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get to the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. South Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Columbia, one of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to Georgia. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He slings it deep to the left. He's got it for a big play. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, USC! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
35, Rutgers, 24.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. His drive will open from the 15. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. A 7-yard pickup, it'll be 2nd and 3. The Scarlet Knights want to pick up the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Knowles. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups where you see, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
That's the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Now on second down.
Timeout, USC.
Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's the pressure. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. The give to the single back. Finding open areas. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Now, fourth down.
They punt it away on fourth down. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're gonna see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to our men inside the world-famous LA Coliseum.
The Trojans will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes it on the shovel. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Finds his tight end. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. And the Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And you will always remember your first, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. From the gun. give on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Turning it on! They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Working that left side now. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. To the air on first down. Setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Looking to throw again. Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Gives it on the option. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Flips it out on the screen. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Dead center perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Florida State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days when Bobby Bowden walked the sidelines, this has not been a blowout today in Tallahassee. They're up by 7 over North Carolina. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Trying play action. Swings it out to the flat. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Hunt is on its way. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. From the gun, wants to pass. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
The Trojans will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from the 29. To the ground with the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's open on the right. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Hits him in stride inside the 10. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. And it's no good. He missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
That's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Unloads to the wideout. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed.
We still got time. Great job by the defense doing the most important thing, getting the ball back to their offense. Now the offense has to answer the bell, but good job creating the turnover. Now the offense, your turn.
Great place to start for this offense. The pull and throw off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. It is good. Now the lead is down to 11.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Hauls it in. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. It's a C-Wop, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Trojans. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Attempt the try. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Rutgers, 27.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Snagged in the middle, it's Schultz. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Looking downfield on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Rutgers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Getting set for the point after.
Ball for the extra point.
Smashes it through for the PAT. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Washington State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Pullman behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Fresno State. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Trying to impose their will with the run. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about.
Hold it.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Right on the money. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Trojans line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. It's on target and complete. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Schultz. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly complete. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. He wants to throw it again. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but still a good gain. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 1st down. It's complete.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Knowles. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got it on the move. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Just over 50 seconds to go. They're trying to pull off a comeback, and they'll need to get this onside kick to do it. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they'll take a knee. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.